You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
This is the Daniel Monday Night Community Show on demand through YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing to listen to us through this method. If you'd like to keep up to date with when I add new interviews, then subscribe to this channel. Chris, as always, it's great to have you back here in the studio.
Well, it's lovely to be here, Daniel.
I was hoping you could start off with a little bit of an introduction.
Yes, indeed. Well, we have been doing lantern parades every single year since 2002. So that makes this, I've worked it out, our 15th annual lantern parade in Sheerness. We always do them at the end of November or the beginning of December. This year it's going to be the 2nd of December and it's going to be on exactly the same day. We're all working together with the Sheerness town team for the grand Christmas lights switch on and the fantastic, fairly new Santa Saunter, this year they're calling it, organised by the Rotary Club, and the Christmas market. So the whole town will be in Christmas mood that day. And I'm hoping that our lantern parade will be one of the very best.
And I know you want to cover a little bit about some of the schools you attend and also the workshops you do.
Yes, indeed. This year we will be having altogether 15 lantern making workshops. On average we make 20 to 30 lanterns in each workshop. So I've worked out that we will make over 300 lanterns, about 330 lanterns, and I hope that most of those will actually turn up in the lantern parade. We go to Westminster School, St Edward's School, Richmond School, and twice in Rose Street School. We've got the very youngest children in Seashells, and they were actually working alongside the very oldest from Barton Court. They all came down and worked together. We've been to Castle Connections, and we've been very, very fortunate. We got a very good grant from the co-op, the local co-op shops, and that has actually managed to pay for nearly all of our materials, which is absolutely fantastic. This year the materials are going to be a bit more expensive than usual because we are breaking with tradition. In the past we've always put candles in our lanterns, which has made them look really quite special and magical, but we thought we'll have a little change, and so we're actually putting fairy lights in them this year. We've got multicoloured fairy lights, blue fairy lights, white fairy lights, and I think everybody likes them very much because whereas before you'd make your lantern but you couldn't actually see what it was going to look like when it was lit up because you couldn't really light the candles if you were in a scout hut or something. But with the fairy lights, everybody can put the fairy lights on and see how wonderfully magical it's going to look. So that's been a great success actually.
And we're talking a little bit about workshops. Now you want to talk a bit more about the workshops, and I think one that's yet to come.
Yes, well, we've got 2 more to come. We had a very successful one on Saturday at the Royal Hotel when we had lots of families coming in, and some of them made really amazing lanterns. They made up their own designs, and they are going to be absolutely terrific in the lantern parade. So we've got another one next Saturday at Rose Cottage from 11 till 2. We'll be there, but space is very limited at Rose Cottage, so it's very much advised in order to ring us or Facebook us to book a spot. But we're going to do another one much nearer the actual parade, and that's going to be on Monday the 27th of November, and it's an after school one so that you can pick up the kids from school and bring them along to the Royal Hotel from around about 4 o'clock, because we've got a nice lot of space there, and they have been really helpful giving us that lovely space to make the lanterns. So that's 2 opportunities when anybody can come along and make a lantern. You don't have to have children. You can just come and make one yourself if you want to, and be as creative as you like.
So I know you want to talk a bit more about the Christmas lights as well in Sheerness.
Yes, indeed. Well, I'm also on the Sheerness town team, and so the town team is working very closely together with Big Fish for the lantern parade, and so we've chosen the same day to do the big switch on, and that's December the 2nd. Ria is organising a Christmas market, and the actual normal Sheerness market is also going to be in town, so it will be a fantastic day without any traffic going through the town. There'll be art and craft stalls. We're hoping that some of the schools will send their choirs along to sing around the clock tower, so that it gives it a really fantastically Christmassy feeling with the Christmas market. And then at 5 o'clock, just after the lantern parade, they will switch on the Christmas lights. But even before the lantern parade, there's going to be the Santa Saunter, when they are hoping to get, at least 100 odd Santas all sauntering through the town. And that is really good fun. And if anybody wants to get involved with that, I believe it's the Rotary Club, but you can find out about it on the Facebook. And so what with the Santas, the Christmas market, the light switch on, and of course the lantern parade, it's going to be a great day in Sheerness on December the 2nd.
I know you want to talk a little bit about the samba band that you're going to have there.
Yes, we're very excited about that. We're having a samba band called Samba Pello Mar. They come from Whitstable and they go all over the place, and so they are going to be really exciting. Thing with the samba band, they're lovely and loud, and so the whole of the parade can hear them, and it gets the whole town really going. And last year we had a different samba band, and they were very, very popular, especially when we come to, because at the end of the parade we go all the way down the high street, all the way up to there's a pub called the Old House at Home, and then we do a kind of U-turn so that everybody gets the chance to see the whole parade, and then we go back to the clock tower along the Broadway, just the short way, another little U-turn there, and then we finish up back at the clock tower, where we provide hot chocolate and refreshments and hot other drinks for the grown-ups, and the samba band will play for a little while. That'll be just at the time when they switch on the Christmas lights. Now the thing with the Christmas lights is we don't get any funding from Swale Borough Council, or very little. We did get a little. I can't tell a lie. We got some funding from Swale Borough Council. Lots of people get the impression that it's the council who put the lights up. It is not the council. We get a bit of funding from them. It's all done by volunteers, and we still need to raise more money to pay for the you have to test the wires, you have to hire in specialist equipment, cherry pickers, and it all has to be done under licence. And so we've got crowdfunding going, which has been organised by Phil Crowder, and it's called justgiving.com, and it's crowdfunding, and it's Sheppey Christmas lights, and we really, really need more money. We've got quite a few hundred of pounds in it, but we need actually thousands of pounds in order to put the Christmas lights up, and then you can replace any that are broken. And over the years, if we get enough money, we can extend the Christmas lights, which is what we really would like to aim to do. So that is a very important thing, so that everybody contributes towards our lovely Christmas lights in Sheerness.
And I think next you want to talk a little bit about Father Christmas at the Rose Street Cottage.
Yes, absolutely. Father Christmas came to Rose Cottage last year and was a great success. He is the Father Christmas. What more can you say? And he will be there on the 2nd, the 9th, the 16th and the 23rd. That's all the Saturdays in December. It's only £2.50. And because our cottage is a beautiful little old Victorian cottage, it really lends itself to our old-fashioned Victorian Santa. And he sits in the parlour, which we decorate all up, with Mother Christmas as well. She's there to help. And he's got plenty of time to listen to the children, and he loves to talk to them. And so we hope to see lots of you there. And while, if you have to wait a little while, well, there's loads to see in the cottage. And if you've never been to Rose Cottage of Curiosities, it's right next to Sheerness Market. There's plenty of parking space there. And there's lots of rooms. You can look around the nursery, the scullery, and the ladies' room. And there's a few little Christmas gifts and things that you could buy as well. So we really look forward to seeing you in our cottage, or any Saturday in December.
And Chris, I was just hoping before you go, if you could just refresh our listeners on any of those things you want to recover, or useful contact details, dates.
Yeah. Well, the date of the actual parade is Saturday the 2nd of December, and everybody gathers by the sand pit, and we can pop into Tantra as well. That's where we can keep the lanterns. So everybody gathers there around about 4 o'clock, and we always have quite a few spare lanterns. So if you haven't managed to get to a workshop, there's always going to be a spare lantern. I've made some really quite big ones, some of which might even take a couple of people to carry. So we'd be really pleased if lots of people turn up and join in the parade. And if you do want to make one for yourself, remember to come to Rose Cottage on the 25th of November. That's next Saturday from 11 till 2, or to the Royal Hotel on the 27th, Monday the 27th. That's an after-school workshop. And then, because we're putting fairy lights in them this year, it'll be a lot easier for people if they would like to also join in the Queenborough Lantern Parade, or Lights Parade they call it. And that takes place on the Sunday, the 3rd of December. And so you can take your lantern along to Queenborough and go in that parade, and they always have fireworks after theirs as well, so that's very lovely. So we hope to see you all at the parade, or a lantern making workshop, or just come and visit Rose Cottage and come and have fun in the town on Saturday the 2nd of December. There's loads going on, and we want to really make Sheerness a really lively place, not just on that day, but particularly on that day, to really liven Sheerness up.
Well, Chris, as always, thank you very much for coming along. It always is appreciated.
Thanks very much, Daniel. That's brilliant. Thank you for giving me the chance to come and explain it all to people.
That is Chris from Big Fish Arts telling us all about this year's Sheerness Lantern Parade, the Christmas lights as well.